Good morning. How is everybody? Come on in. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our home yoga practice live. This is our Friday practice. It's usually a basic practice, but today I think I want to pull together everything that we have been exploring this week with binds. I don't know about you, but I've really been enjoying finding like how I hold things together, how maybe don't. So if you're joining us today, go ahead and either have a strap or a towel or a scarf, belt, something to hold stuff together in case you need it. And then maybe a block. I've got a block here. It could be a stool or a chair. Our practice this week has been about binds or bada, B-A-D-A, meaning coming together. And those binds can be like such, they can be like such, they can be like such, they can be like such. All kinds of ways of holding a space together, feeling what comes together and how it helps us feel free. One of my favorite pieces of Sanskrit, one of my favorite mantras, good morning, Claudia, is Mana Eva, Manushanayam, Karanam Bandha, Mokshayoho. If you feel bound or stuck, you are already bound and stuck. If you feel free, you are already free. Let's start today in our child's pose. If you would like to have a blanket or something for a little extra cushioning under your knees, feel free to do so. Say hello if you would like, or if there's any questions that you have, anything that you would desire out of your practice today, please feel free to type a note. I'm looking up there as much as I can throughout our time together. All right, let's come to our child's pose. When I say today, I'd like to pull it all together. We're going to see about maybe touching some of the different postures with the mentality and the awareness of what we've gotten to practice this week. So I'm going to widen my knees out, let my torso come down. I'm going to use this space as my check-in space, feeling the breath. Checking in with the physical body. Try to remember that inviting silence into your asana practice helps build the awareness of the chatter in the mind, the chatter in the body, in our spirit. And we're building awareness. We're not trying to tune out. Hopefully we're tuning in. Let's walk the arms over to the right. Maybe if you like, you could bring your left hand on top of the right, starting with a bit of a bind in the beginning of our practice, helping, maybe even interlacing those hands to hold the hands together, amplifying a bit of the stretch in the left side of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. What are you practicing today? Maybe write that in your journal. I think for me, I want to practice some acceptance. Acceptance of what I see, of what I feel. Not wishing to change it, not wishing it away, but learning to have a peacefulness with what I learn and what I see. I'm going to gradually make my way over to the other side. You can stay. Find a pacing that works for you as well. Perhaps bringing that right hand on top of left. Build awareness of what's opening, what's fighting along the side of that body. Where is the breath helping? Where does the breath find space to get in? And bringing ourselves back to center when you're ready. For me already, I'm noticing that in the acceptance, I get to have to accept the areas that I notice that are tight and tense. Let's breathe in as we come up to hands and knees. and shift it back. A little bit of fluidity, inhaling it up. Feel the weight bearing in the arms and the limbs. Exhale it back, feeling the belly, the chest, the whole spine. Inhale it forward. And let's come to a nice neutral space. We were here yesterday. See if you can notice whether the knees can be directly under your hips, your wrists under the shoulders. And a few cat and cows here. If your wrists are sensitive, you could always just rest on the knuckles of your fist. All right, I'm going to walk my hands in a bit. There. A little bit more aligned. There. All right, breathe in, drop the belly down, lift the gaze. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhale, arching and lifting, shoulders back. Can you lift the throat? Exhale, round. Now feel the palms, feel the knees pushing down. It's connected with the earth. Inhale, arch and lift. That's a coming together. How does the pushing down help you lift the chest? And round. Let's find a neutral space. I'm going to introduce what we worked a lot on yesterday, and that's our bandhas. So we'll find the Mula Bandha, or the root energy lock, by squeezing your sphincter area, or if Kegel means something to you, squeeze there in the vaginal wall or cavity. Feeling that squeeze. You might notice that you release it, that you can't hold it for very long. That's fine. Re-engage. Notice the muscles inside of your abdominal wall responding. See how much you can hold it. Now we'll tighten into the Uddiyana Bandha around the solar plexus, as though you're kind of tightening your belly area for a punch in the gut. But we're not sucking the tummy in. Let's see if we can go Mula Bandha, so that sphincter hold, and the solar plexus, Uddiyana Bandha, and relax. And Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, and relax. All right, we're going to reach the left leg back, press through the heel, full extension of the leg. Now Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, breathe. If you would like to add reaching the right arm forward, go ahead, breathe, shoulders soft. What's going on with your mind? Come down when you need. Remember, I'm doing my practice. You are developing yours. Where is your mind? Breath in. Now exhale, elbow to knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. See if you can engage the bandhas. What happens when you try? And reach, lengthen, and then we'll bring the hand and the knee down. Feel free to shake out whatever you need to shake out. And we'll get ready for the other side. I'm going to lengthen the right leg back, feeling the heel extend, working on my bandhas, coming together, binding from within, conducting my energy. Strong, but not strain. Good. If you feel like you're ready, get that Mula Bandha again. I just had to remind myself. And now I'm going to lengthen my left arm forward. Breathe. Not trying to perfect anything. I'm feeling every wobble, every shifting of body weight, how that affects my hold. How any of that is affecting my mind. What am I absorbing and aware of in this moment? Breath in. Get those bandhas. Exhale. We're going to bring the knee to the elbow. Elbow toward the knee. Breath. Bandhas maybe. Not forcing. We're still trying to find freedom. And reach. Reach. Maybe re-engage those bandhas. Does it make you feel steady? Good. And bring the hand and the knee down. We can just bend side to side. Feel free to shake the wrists out. What did we notice with our binding from within? Does it make us feel bound up? Does it help us feel a little more free? Tucking the toes under. Spread the palms wide. Middle finger facing the front of the room, front of your mat. Try not to dig into the heels of your palms. Want to press through the tops of the fingers, each finger, each digit. And then we'll gradually ask the low belly to lift. Get that low bandha going. Can you engage in that low bandha? Squeezing that sphincter base area. Feeling it. Kind of flex it. Maybe pedal your heels up and down. Maybe turn your head left and right. Feel your breath. Engage into feeling all of your senses. Alive and vibrant as a physical being. Now pressing the heels back and down. I'm not saying they have to touch the floor. Just feel the energy of pressing down. Tilt the tailbone up. Extend the upper body forward. Soften the neck. Breath in. Breath out. Let's look forward and travel the feet up in between your hands. Look at your feet and try to make sure they're even and parallel. And breathe in and lift the chest up halfway. Those knees could be soft. Exhale, releasing the upper body. Can we let it drape and hang? With each exhale, could you let go? And round the spine up to standing. And let's lift, breath in, thread the fingers, flip the palms up. Exhale, gentle side bend, pushing through the side, the waist, the hips. What are we feeling in the armpits? Is there freedom? Or is the clasp amplifying something, intensifying something? Inhale it up. Exhale it over. I find that the bind actually helps me direct that energy that way. I really feel more of the stretch with the resistance in the armpit, amplifying the rib cage moving, and then also making me not fall because I've got something I'm kind of holding on to. Breathing in. Exhale, twist. Press the wrists up, chest up, feet down. Back to center, and other side, feet down, chest up, breathe. Back to center, bringing the wrists out in front of us. I'm going to turn sideways here and round the spine. Ooh, good. And release the arms. Let's inhale, lift, shoulders back, lift the chest, push the feet down. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Breathe in and lift the chest up, lengthen through the back of the neck. Can you ask the neck to extend, the chest to extend? Feel the breath in, feel the breath out. Feel the breath in, soften the shoulders. Feel the breath out. Let's bring the hands down, stepping down to hands and knees. Now choose a plank for you. Driving the heels back if you're in extended plank. Breath in. Exhale, lower it down. Bringing the hands behind our back, maybe holding a strap to bring the hands together. Legs together. Lift the wrists. Keep the head down. Notice what we notice. Draw the shoulder blades down toward your butt. Fill up your belly with breath. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. If you need to let this bind go, let it go. We're looking for freedom, not for strain. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, release the arms. Place the palms alongside your waist, pressing your way up to hands and knees. Walk those knees in. Left leg lengthens, find your bandha. Reach the right arm forward, feel your bandhas. You don't have to do the right arm, you can just do the left leg. I'll demo, breath in. Exhale, pulling the knee to the chest, maybe pulling the elbow to the knee as well. Inhale it back. Exhale, knee to the chest, maybe using the elbow. You can have both hands down or not. Breathe in and reach. Both hands down. Let's tuck the toes. Feel it. Let's not get in a hurry. Come back. Why are you here? What are you here to connect with on a physical level, on a breath level, on a kindness level? Lifting the hips up, dropping the head down, down dog. Do what you need here. Maybe change something about the feet or the hands or the chest. And we'll bring the knees back down. Find your neutral spacing. Remember that you could change how your hands are positioning if your wrists are feeling like a lot of pressure building there. And we'll extend the right leg back. Find that mula bandha, that sphincter hold, squeezing those muscles, squeezing around the solar plexus, engaging the core muscles, lengthening that left arm forward as a maybe. Breath. And knee to chest, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Both hands can be down. Exhale, pulling it in. See if we can engage the bandhas here. What do we feel on our insides? Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. Feel breath. And lengthen. Soften the mind. Help it soften the body. And bring both hands down, both knees down. Maybe shake it out. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Breath in. Look forward and make your way up toward the top of your mat. Half flat back. Forward fold. Don't short shrift this. If you would like, if it's accessible, you can bring your hands behind your calves and help pull the top of the head toward the floor, not your face toward your legs. And round the spine up to standing. Okay, we're going to cross the right leg over the left leg. And then bend both knees into chair, maybe coming onto the tippy toes of the right foot, okay? So we're in this nice crossed, supported eagle in the legs. Cross in this bind. Now, if you have to lift that foot up, go ahead. But I'm saying that we can be grounded by having the toes down, arms open wide. Let's bring the right over, left under for a bear hug. Creep the fingertips toward the back, pull the elbows away. Feel this clamping together. Feel it in the legs, the thighs. How is that affecting your spine, your belly? Feel your arms, your elbows. How's that affecting your shoulders, your neck? How about the breath? What's coming together? What feels free? If you wish, you can see about bringing those forearms up. Now, you could have a strap here. And drop the strap down to the hands if the hands don't come together. Bringing the hands as close together as you can. Elbows up. Breath. What is that stretching? What is that opening? What's fighting? See if we can uncross the legs. Come to standing. Lift the elbows. You could still be in bear. And we're going to come forward with the arms the way they are. I'm going to let the straps go and just hold my eagle. Choosing either to straighten the legs or bend them. Depending on where you are and what you're feeling today, meet your body where it is. What's asking for some TLC? What's asking just for a little patience? Like it's saying, I want to get there, but I just can't do it right this second. We'll release those arms and round the spine up, taking our time. Face is soft. Feel your mountain, feel your feet, feel your body. What's stimulating and vibrating and alive from what we've done so far? Where is your mind? How do we give it some stillness? Is there a mantra you want to repeat to yourself? Maybe that if I feel bound, I'm already bound. If I feel free, I'm already free. You could always use Om Shanti, deepest peace, deepest peace, deepest peace. Okay, we're going to cross the left leg when you're ready. First, just find this crisscross space. Okay. Good. When you're ready, we'll start to bend the knees, coming onto the left tippy toes, pulling that butt backward, chest upward. Ooh, my left IT band, the side of the thigh, definitely is feeling this over here. And I feel like, whoop, side's falling. I actually would prefer to have this bind here. Maybe not. I'm going to bring the toe down. The stretch is what I wanted, but maintaining, like my body's like, ooh, give me more of that. But I'm not able to ground while I'm trying to get into this tense space. So I'm just going to stay right here. Arms open wide. Left is over, right is under. Finding your hug. This can be good. This can be fine. What is the fullest, calmest breath in? What's the fullest, calmest breath out? Perhaps we're coming up for an eagle, maybe grabbing that strap. Will we give ourselves what we need for support? Or do we get stuck on an imprint of the way things should be instead of acceptance of where we are? Remember, that was my theme. That's what my practice plan is today. That's the intention I want to carry throughout my day. Acceptance in my breath. Acceptance in the physical body. I'm going to unwrap the legs. Standing tall. Breathing in, lifting the elbows, maybe lifting the chest up into a back bend. Don't lose your ground. Feel your connection through the feet and the legs. And coming forward. Remember, you're making a choice about straight legs or bent legs. Can the spine soften with every exhale? Are we fully invested and fully practicing the exhale as much as the inhale? Are we practicing right leg? Are we practicing left leg? Do we even know? And let's release the arms. Rounding the spine up. Let's breathe in and grow tall, shoulders down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half flat back. We'll plant the palms and step back to plank. Lowering down with an exhale. Hands behind our back. See if you can interlace the fingers differently. Don't go to your default. Keeping the head down, lifting, noticing what's changed. Meet yourselves right here. Feel those upper arms around the shoulders, in the armpits, in the front of the chest. Breathe into those spaces on purpose. And then let's lift, breath in, feel your core become your floor. And lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And let's lower, release your arms. Let's prop ourselves up onto our forearms. I'm going to bend the right knee back behind me. And relax. Bend the left knee up. Keep lifting the chest too. And relax. Let's do that again. So push down with the elbows, lift the chest. And now we're going to bend the right knee. Try to pull that heel as close to your butt as you can. And relax. And left leg. And relax. Now both legs. Both heels. Push down with the arms to keep lifting the chest. Up, up. Grow tall in the chest. Pull the heels. And lower. Notice what's going on in your back. Notice even the hamstrings, the bicep femoris. So the hamstrings are actually the bicep of the leg that do this curl. Can you feel that hamstring doing that curl? We're going to bend this leg and reach back. So that's my right leg with my right hand. Maybe you grab the pant leg. Some of you may need to use a strap, bringing the strap toward the ankle, bringing that up and over the shoulder, inner thighs together. So choose where you want to be. Feel the forearms giving you some lift in the chest. Try to relax your butt, the gluteus. Heel as close to the butt as we can. So we've got this bind. Can you relax the front of the thigh muscles? Can you relax the front of the hip muscles? Can they let the stretch in? There's nothing for them to do except permit and accept. Fill up the belly with breath. Maybe the leg will permit you to pull the heel a little closer now. Now that it's gotten a little accustomed, it's gotten a little familiar. Some of you may, if you've got that foot with the hand, wish to start to push the foot up toward the sky, lifting the thigh off the ground. Breath. Some of you may not wish to do that at all. What is the state of your breath? What is the state of your mind? Can we stay in a quiet, loving, kind space? And bring the knee down, leg down. Release. Turn your head to one side. Breath in. Breath out. Oh. How does bringing the upper body, connecting to the bottom body, help them connect, help them find freedom, help them work together to create a space of opening? Letting the bottom body root into the hand, letting the hand root and fix into the bottom body. All right, we're going to get ready for the other side. First, propping ourselves up. Inner thighs together, relax the backside. Notice anything that got tense. I'm going to bend the left leg. I'm just going to use my left hand to ankle this time. Some of you may want to grab the foot on the inside. If you always come on the outside, go ahead and just change it. It also encourages to bring the leg in instead of letting it fall out wide. So let's just bring some mindful intention. I'm not going to say that something needs to always be a certain way. We're just spending time in our bodies a little bit more deliberately. I'm just going to pull the heel toward the butt, lifting up in the chest. Now, this isn't a dominating space. Start to notice if you've got a mindset of, I'm making X do X, right? Can you just say, hey, heel, ankle, where do you want to go? Hey, thigh, how do you like this? Hey, arm, don't overdo. Can you soften the muscles in your thigh and your hip for acceptance? Remember, some of you might be using a strap to pull that heel closer to you this way. or you've got a hold of that foot. Now, if you've got the foot and you want to do some opposing action by holding on with the arm, full extension and stretch in the arm as you press the foot up toward the ceiling, lifting the thigh and the hip, breathing smooth and soft. Maybe you just do it for one breath. Maybe you're in it for a few breaths, checking in on the calm nature of your mind. Lifting and offering the chest. Can I open the heart? Can I open the chest? Can I open the thigh? Can I open the arm? And we'll release when we're ready. Softly lowering down, turning our head to one side, sinking and melting. Feel the energy releasing. Feel your heart beating. And let's press our way back to child's pose. So we've used different ways of binding today that can help us open and help us strengthen. Maybe just take a moment now and review the journey that you've gotten to take it in your body. In the bandhas, what we got to learn from the inside out. In the holds, in the grips of holding hand to foot or hand to hand, shoulders. What made us feel stuck, cramped? Because certainly binds in our life can make us feel stuck, folded in, confined. And how did certain binds help us feel free? Let's walk the hands over to the right, maybe bringing that left hand over the right. Feel here what's different. Maybe you deepened the side bend. Maybe different areas after having been worked. Need this stretch or want to alleviate some of that pressure. And let's make our way over to the other side. Patient. What's a mantra that you're using to remind yourself of where you are, what you're doing, why you're here? And we'll come on back to center. And we'll do one more bind in the child's pose. Actually, two. We'll bring the hands to the feet and hold the feet here for rabbit. We're going to bring the inner thighs as close together as we can here. And bring your head to the mat in front of your knees. See how close you can get your head to the knees, however. And we're going to roll onto the top of the head. Hold the ankles. Hold the feet or ankles. And lift the hips. Find your breath. What is going on in our experience of this bind, of this closed-in space? What's finding freedom in our minds, in our breath? Can you draw the shoulder blades up toward the ceiling? Make space. Spaciousness is freedom. Make space for breath. And lower the hips down. And we'll bring ourselves up. Lift the chest. Take all of that freedom. Freedom of mobility, freedom of range, freedom of view, eyes open. All right, we're going to do the child's pose, but that prayerful child's pose. We're going to lengthen the arms and then see about bringing the elbows down. We'll bring the hands maybe to a folded position and let the head fall. Maybe it comes to the mat, bringing the elbows behind us. If you want to crab walk the elbows further forward, go ahead. What's closing in? Now do your mula bandha, the sphincter hold. Notice how it feels in your lower body, feeling that abdominal engagement. How about the uddiyana bandha at the same time, solar plexus? Can you breathe while you do it? Nice. We'll release those arms. And let's make our way to lying down. We're going to have our strap with us. And make sure that you're going to have enough space for the legs to be able to open out wide. All right. So I'm going to scooch a little bit away from my wall and come on down to our backs. I'm walking these feet in. I'm going to bring the strap to the bottom of my right foot. And hold the strap with the arm fully extended. So find that extension of the arm and let it just find the clasp so it's natural. I'm going to lengthen that left leg. And now the arm is holding the leg is holding the arm. Neither should feel like they have to do much. So can you let them go limp? Now, if it is natural and within your fully extended arm to find that big toe with the peace finger and thumb, go ahead, and if you don't need the strap, then don't use it. Feel this connection. Feel your spine on the floor. Can the back of the leg allow this space of extension? And we'll let that leg fall open. Let the arm support the leg. Let the leg support the arm. So the arm could feel a stretch in the upper arm maybe. So that the inner thigh and the back of the calf could feel something, but that neither is doing the work. Can the bind help us find the freedom of not feeling like we're working? Because they're both supporting one another. And the bind creates support for freedom. Let the breath reflect that freedom. Ask the core muscles, not the arm, to help bring that leg back up. So don't let the arm muscle the leg around to bring the leg up. Now both hands behind that leg, let's just point and flex and just let the arms give support to the leg so that the leg isn't really worried about holding itself. Nice little bind here for some ease so that we can feel the foot and the ankle. Now flex and pull the leg closer to you. Press your spine into the floor. Breathe. Maybe walking and traveling the hands up the back of the leg. Elbows can flare out to the sides as you draw the leg to you. Accept the limitations that you feel. Get to know the truth of what is here in the body. The truth of what is here and what is possible in the breath. The truth of what is possible in our mind, in quietude. Let go of desire. And we'll release, feel the leg releasing the energy. And we'll bring the left leg up. Let's go ahead and either bring your strap to the bottom of that foot and hold, or the left hand in the left arm in full extension, finding a hold, and then right leg straight. Soften the neck. How is the rest of the body responding? How's the hamstring, the hip, the groin responding? How's the shoulder responding? Is it relaxing or is it still thrusting? Is it still trying to hold together something? Can we trust the bind? It's right here at either the strap in the foot or the fingers in the foot. Breathe. Feel your tummy. Feel your low back. And we'll let the bind and the trust open that leg out. They're relying on each other. No single space is trying to force any other space. Breathe and soften. Ask the shoulder socket to let go. Can it trust? What do we feel in muscles in the forearms when we untense the upper arm? How about the inner thigh, the groin? How about the whole spine? What is it doing? Can it root you? And let's ask the core to bring that leg back up. Hold the leg behind the calf or maybe behind the knee. No strain in the arms, pointing and flexing. Flex and pull the leg as close to us as we can. Maybe climbing up the back of that leg. Maybe there's a whole bunch of acceptance, and I've got to accept on this side. My leg, my hamstring, my hips are asking for a little more patience. It's saying, not yet, not yet. And I'm going, okay. Breath in. Breath out. The body was asking for a little more kindness, a little more subtlety. Use the breath, quiet the mind. Pull, pull, pull. Good. And we'll bend the left knee into the chest. We'll invite the right knee in. Now, release the arms and just feel the core pulling the thighs toward the belly. Press your spine into the floor. Now, Mula Bandha, that sphincter hold, feel it. Maybe that helps you feel like a gravitational clamp, a magnetic clamp to the earth a little bit more. How about the Uddiyana Bandha? Find the core squeeze. Push your mid back into the floor. How does that help you engage those spaces? Now bring the hands to the knees and draw it in. And use the bind to pull the back into the floor. Relax your bandhas and squeeze your bandhas. Relax your bandhas and squeeze your bandhas. Relax your shoulders as you do this. Can you isolate? Are you feeling that area maybe starting to strengthen up your midline? So you feel like this tight rope tightening up the center from that sphincter all the way up into the windpipe. Your center core line, that shushumna of energy. Use those arms. Feel this bind help you pull and isolate and feel your center core. All right, we're going to cross right knee joint over left knee joint. Okay, so here's a bind crossing these inner thighs. If you want to hold your shins with your hands, great, or your ankle. So now we've got all kind of clasping going on, right? The thighs are crossed over one another for a bind. And you could squeeze inner thighs together a little bit and kind of amplify that. And then you're using these arms to pull those shins, and you might feel that across your back or your thighs. And we can rock. How is this bind helping you? Maybe even feel the rocking a little more sturdy. Finding that freedom. How is coming together helping us find freedom? What do we notice about our tendencies when we're in binding spaces? All right, I'm going to let the arms go, keeping the legs crossed, and let the knees fall to the left. How is this space helping another space find freedom? In the chest, in the arms, in the neck, in the breath. And let's ask the core to help us come up. And we'll twist to the other side, keeping the legs crossed the way they are. Ooh, what is this bind amplifying elsewhere? Opening elsewhere. Helping another space seek a freedom. How can we help that freedom with our breath and our minds? And let's come on back to center. Uncross the legs, pull the knees to the belly without the hand, on its own. Feel that working. Work the bandhas. Find your breath. Now use the hands. How does the bind help you find a freer ease to be in this tuck? Bandhas release. Bandhas release. Now I'm going to switch. Left knee joint over right knee joint. Hands wherever. It's the greatest ease, not forcing anything. Feel your breath. Press your spine into the floor. Feel rooted and grounded. And then if you want to rock, rock a little. I'm going to release the arms. I'm going to go to the right first this time. And that's up to you. Can the neck find freedom while the legs are bound? How do certain bindings, certain coming together, certain connections help other areas feel secure enough to be free? Binds offer us such awesome different changes of perspective. Maybe seeing something that feels like a conflict in our life, something that feels restrictive in our life. And how is it actually helping us find freedom in another area? Maybe this whole year, maybe we've been referring to it in a negative way, but we've actually grown and expanded in certain other areas in our lives. It's a great way to look at 2020. Look at things that we see as a problem or something that's stuck, but it actually gave us some footing, some leverage for freedom in another area. When you're ready, we'll bring the knees up, and over to the other side. Soften the neck. Can we let it in new areas, up and down the trajectory of the spine, of the hips, of the abdomen, of the waist? One more nice full breath, not a forced breath, a full breath. Do we know that difference? And come on back to center. Unwrap the legs, draw them into the chest without the hands. Use the hands, pressing the spine firmly into the floor. Good. We'll wrap the arms behind the knees, giving ourselves a hug. If you can keep the inner thighs close together, go ahead and give that a try. If not, it's fine. Just seeing where can we shore up that midline. Now, straighten the legs and start to slide the hands up, maybe behind the knees, and pull the low back off the floor a little bit. Soften your low back to just feel it curving just a little bit off the floor, like you're peeling a scale. Breath in. Moves. Breath out. Keep your head on the floor. Press your mid back into the floor. Breathe into the low back. Use this bind to draw and pull for freedom in the back. Soften the back. Breathe in the belly. Good. And now we'll bend the knees. If you're comfortable doing so, we're going to go into happy baby. So the bind is the hands pulling the knees behind the knee joints toward the armpits, or the hands coming to the feet. If this isn't comfortable, just go ahead and bring the hands behind the knees again and just pull here. This is a very revealing space, so we have to feel safe and secure in where we are in the body. Our spirit lives here. And if our spirit isn't comfortable with certain aspects of posture, don't force it. If you're in the happy baby, feel the bind. Feel where the hands are in contact with the body. What is it doing? What force is it helping pull in to set freedom somewhere else? I'm not going to tell you where to feel anything. Just start to be open to building that awareness. And if you would like, we can rock. You don't have to be in happy baby for that. You can just still be having the hands behind the knees and knees closer together and rocking. So either way, we're in a bind. How is the bind helping another space feel more free and fluid? If you're in the happy baby and you've got the feet, maybe try to send both heels out wide. How does the connection with the hands and the arms help access this open feeling, this stretching, and this balance of stretching in the backs of the legs? And then can you soften the arms and the legs so that they're supporting each other in this posture? And we'll release the legs. Lengthen the legs out. Position the body for comfort for Shavasana. Lying down on your back. Maybe a pillow under your knees. Maybe a blanket over the body. I'm going to have to pull out my blanket. It's getting a little nippy now. And we arrive unbound and open. Open to see and experience whatever is here. What are the sensations we are experiencing? What is the mental awareness we are experiencing? What is the non-doing we are experiencing? Feel the breath entering at the nostril. Feel the breath on a cellular level in your organs, in your abdomen. Can you let the breath in between each of your cells? Feel it between your skin and your muscles. Connect your mind to your breath. Bind in that way. Feel the freedom it provides in the mind and the body. If your eyes are closed, allow them to gently open. Open the eyelids super wide. Feel the muscles responding. Shut the eyelids really tight. Bind them together and relax your eye. Open the jaw wide. Stretch the skin, the mouth, the lips, the cheeks. Close the jaw, clench, purse the lips tight, and relax. And we'll start to invite some movements. Feel the body in an equilibrium state, connected to mind. And just maybe do whatever movement you wish, greeting yourselves where you are. And then inviting ourselves up to a seated space. Choosing crisscross applesauce, maybe Sukhasana, or starting to bring the bind into the legs, into your half lotus. First heel up toward the hip bone, just half, and then you could switch, bringing the other heel up toward that hip bone, or so a half bind or a full bind in that lotus. But the heels, ankles, and knees and hips all have to be in agreement. No space being forced. Shoulders, neck at ease. Muscles of the core holding us accountable to give us structure and form sitting upright. Single Om if you wish. Deep breath in. And let's do another, this time bringing in the mindset of connecting the Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha while we do the Om. So feel that space and just maybe notice how your voice gets conducted, how your breath gets conducted while trying to maintain the Bandha while playing the Om out of our bodies. Deep breath. Hands to the heart center if you wish, or your hands could be resting wherever you like. Let's do our check out. Feel the body, check in with it, feel how it is. What is its state? What is its truth? Your breath, your mind. Check in with your intention for your practice today. What did you practice? What unfolded for you? What did we grow? What did we learn? What did we let go of? It doesn't have to be deep or profound. It could be itty bitty. Maybe you don't know. You're just checking back in and saying, that's my intention. All that's love and kindness in me is deeply grateful for all that is love and kindness in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga. And this has been our home yoga practice live on this week, the final week of October, looking at binding, what we hold together, how we hold things together, how do we find freedom when we are connecting and binding. If it's in your heart or your pocket to give a donation to Just Be Yoga, we are deeply grateful. PayPal.me/JustBeYoga. Maybe catch us on demand on any of our playlists on YouTube or Facebook. And check us out this weekend. If you've got a little bit more time on your hands and you want to connect in with the body and let go of some of that mental space, we've got our yoga basics at 10 o'clock on Saturday, Empower Yoga 11:30 on Saturday, Chakra Yoga Flow. It's 90 minutes at 10:30 on Sunday mornings. All Eastern time. Sorry, I haven't been clarifying that. Thank you all so much. It's always my honor to share practice and movement with you, whether you're joining us live or joining us on demand. Thank you. Have a great day. Good to see you, Claudia.